Welcome back to Late Night Magic with Magic. So I wanted to do like a late night video because I wanted to post up some videos to show you guys how to work with my hot foot candles. So I have a few candles here that I made, and I wanted to just give you guys a bit of details on how to work them in your rituals to remove certain individuals that have came into your life and they won't leave you alone. They've been bothering you, harassing you, and basically you want to kind of, vanish them away from you. So you can use these candles for neighbors, ex-lovers, any kind of meddling individuals. You can use them for horrible tenants, enemies, co-workers, just practically anybody that you want to run far away, to vanish, to banish, to just get away from you. So at the bottom of the candle, it is red. I have some hot foot elements in them, so depending on how you want to use them, they're going to do the same thing for every individual, which is run them away. So if it's a situation where you want to get rid of tenants that are not paying you, you will write the name of the tenant under the feet. And you could get a few feet as well. You could work a few feet weekly, you could work a few feet daily, and you'll use my hot foot oil, my hot foot powder, my hot foot herbs, and you will place them at the bottom to create a lot of heat. You will also use ghost peppers. Write their name. So the bottom of the feet will basically be the petition, and you will write their name at the bottom. You will write the address. You will write basically any type of information, and you can use a photo as well. Photos and personal concerns work really well for hot foot candles, for any type of situation where you want to run the person away far. Use their personal concerns, and it's gonna basically attach itself and sync the energy between the ritual and their personal concerns, and it's going to bring on a lot of problems for them. They're not going to be able to stay still. They're not going to be able to want to be around you. That's when you know your hot foot work is working, because they can't be around you for too long. They can't talk to you for too long. And for those of you that are still in contact with people that you're working, I would tell you to distance yourself, because there's no reason why you should be working somebody and having a full-blown conversation with them on a kind of a friendly level. If they bring a lot of problems to you, I would tell you to kind of like push back, like working yourself around their energy. Just stay away from their energy. You're going to be working them. You're going to be doing a lot of different types of spells on them. There's no reason that you need to be cool with them and to be talking to them. If it's a situation where the tenants are not paying you, then you write down their address, their apartment number, and you can also put it on the lease agreement that you have with them to help remove them quicker. If you've gone to court, if you've been doing everything that you've done on your end and you feel like spiritually you need to step in, then you need to do what you need to do it. Get a few feet, write the petition on the bottom of it, use their personal concerns. You can use the signatures, work really well. So if they sign the lease, cut out make a few copies of the original, and then what you do is you would take the paperwork and cut off the signature and put it at the bottom. That is basically a personal concern. If you have a signature, something that they have their energy embedded in, which is when you write your name, that is a personal concern. That is your energy that you have placed there. So your handwriting is very, very important. So that's why, a lot of people that are trying to get rid of certain people and stuff, I'll tell them, if you have a signature, if you have a handwriting, that stands just as good as a personal concern as using hair or fingernails or clothing that they have their energy and sweat on. So you use that, anything that you can find, their email address, any single thing. If they touch the lease, any paperwork that you had for them, anything. You can use it on co-workers as well that you want to remove out of a certain position so you can step up. So on top of using lemons to sour their position, which is what I love using lemons for, when I want to remove people out of certain positions and higher elements. So like somebody with a top position to where you want to get up there, you can sour their position so that you can step in. So you can use these with the lemons, and you could kind of sour them down to stepping down or to making the bosses and the managers see that they're no longer fit for that position. You could use them on ex-lovers. So if there's a certain guy or girl that keeps coming into your relationship, you can use these to run them. You can also use them for nosy neighbors that has been harassing you, that have been bothering you. There are a lot of ways that you can combine these into your rituals to, just remove people, vanish and banish them. Of course, when you finish working them, all of the herbs, the oils, and everything that's been on the paper, everything needs to be disposed at a crossroads. And of course, you'll go into a heavy heavy ritual or heavy cleanse of cleansing and protection. Sometimes you may need to do it on crossing, and you got to be careful doing hot foot as well. Why? Because sometimes if you're not strong enough and you're not powerful enough, the energy will sit back on you and you end up hot footing yourself. You'll end up removing yourself. So make sure you know what you are doing when you are doing rituals like this, when you're messing with candles, when you're messing with certain roots and herbs, and just make sure that you keep yourself cleansed and protected. And it looks exactly like a foot. So these are at the shop for those of you that want them. And this is just like a quick late night magic video so that you guys can work on them. You can work on these if you want to. You can use Tuesdays and Saturdays, planetary days. If not, then you can do it at nighttime. So you can start working your late night magic rituals either when they are sleeping, and if they are people that do not sleep, then you can do them like around midnight, and you will work on them. They'll burn for a couple of hours, burn them on top of jars, burn them along with mojo bags to remove banishing candles. You can also work them with confusion, and on top of confusion you can add in restless. So you will keep them restless. They'll be all over the place. They won't be able to stay put. When you want to remove somebody out of a certain position and away from you, restless and confusion are excellent to work. And you can use skull candles, you can use my feet candles, and you can also create a mojo bag or a grease bag to send them kind of like a bit crazy, so they won't want to be where they want to be. You're not gonna send them completely crazy to where they lose themselves, but just crazy out of staying around you, or staying at work, or messing with your relationship, or if it's an enemy bothering you. Use these feet to send people on their way, and you can use several of them. But remember, when you're done, like when you're done, say you work 7 feet, when you wait till you finish completing all of them, gather every single thing, even the table, the little small table you work on. If you have like an altar table, altar box, every single thing goes wrapped up, and you leave it at a crossroads. You could leave it at an abandoned area crossroads, and you go along your way, you come back home, you cleanse up. I have videos to show you guys how to cleanse and different things using bath. So watch those and make sure that you're fully energized, your body is cleansed, your hands are cleansed and protected. Make sure you wear your bracelets. When you wear your bracelets, when you do rituals like this, power them up. Use frankincense to cleanse them, and then put some oil on top of them, and then work. You want to be protected, mind, body, soul. When you're done, if you work in the bathroom or in the backyard or like in a little shed or even your garage, you got to cleanse it immediately. So you'll wipe down, use my magic wash, put in a spray bottle, and cleanse up really good. For some of you, you can keep 7 white protection candles outside of the door. You don't want to keep them inside because you're doing hot foot work, and then you're putting protection in it. It's not going to work out in the way you want it to. So keep the candles outside. Then when you do your bath, light a cleansing candle. Then you can relight 7 more candles again. You want to be well protected, and you want to be ready for stuff like this. Make sure you read them, because if you're doing it and they're well protected, or if they're doing reversing work and they send it back to you and you're not protected, it is going to hit you. And you work 7. So anything that you do is going to come back your way. So make sure that you know what you're doing when you're touching stuff like this. Okay, guys? I'm going to leave the links on the side to buy the candles, the oils, the herbs, everything for hot footing and removing. Give this video a like if you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, and stay blessed, guys.